Hey guys, sorry I've been busy all week, so I haven't really had time to make another video. Uh, I have 40 subscribers now, which is freaking awesome. Probably biggest thanks goes to um, Marcus or X1 Prince. I'll have his link down there if you don't know who he is. Awesome guy. He liked my videos, and over that one night, I got most of my subscribers, which is awesome. So I was thinking, as if you watched my first one, you know that I'm not out. So, but I did mention a couple people did know. So I figured I'd talk about that in sort of so you know where I stand. So to begin off, I used to date someone online, and which is a pretty controversial thing for a lot of people, but whatever. Um, I didn't even meet him until 3 months after we started going out. And he drove through, and after I met him, I just felt like I needed to tell someone. So there was this girl who I used to date, I guess. I don't even know what it was. Anyways, I told her, or I texted her one morning. I used to drive her to school. And I said, well, how much can I trust you? And she kind of freaked out. And was like, well, what do you mean? And so I was like, well, I don't want to tell you over text, so I'll tell you when we get in the car. So I go over and later on, and I pick her up, and we're driving to school, and she doesn't mention it, so I'm like, maybe I don't want to tell her. And later on, once I get into school, she texts me, she goes, you never told me what you were going to. And we had the following class together, so she keeps telling me, asking me, pestering me. I was like, I don't really want to tell you now. She was like, why? And suddenly she gets a look on her face, and she goes, you're not gay, are you? And, I didn't know if anyone else heard, so I freaked out. I go, no, of course not. A little while goes on, I finally text her. I was like, yeah, you're actually kind of right. So she told me, she texted me back. She goes, it's cool. I don't care. And I've had an experience with a girl myself, and so she was really cool with it, and I was awesome. So it was kind of with that. She would always, I could talk to her about it, and we kind of became close friends again. I didn't tell anyone until come December. I wanted to fly my then boyfriend in, and one of the conditions for doing that from his sister, who he was living with, was that I had to tell one of my parents, which I really did not want to do. But yeah, I wanted to see him, so um, I really debated on how to tell. I right off the bat, I said I was going to tell my mom first, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. So what happened was, I just decided, okay, I came home from school, and I ate, and I said, okay, I'm going to go get gas. So I went over to the gas station, and as I was filling up, I sent her a text message. I'm really nervous. And she texted me back. She goes, well, I kind of figured we'll talk when you get home. And so I come home, and my dad was about to come home, so we didn't talk about it in front of him. So whenever he left, she sat me down. We talked about it a little bit, which was nice. She didn't even care at all. So he comes down and probably made it blatantly obvious to my dad sometimes, but I still tried to hide it. So when he goes back, and then again 3 months later, I wanted to fly him back out, and whenever I asked my dad, and he's like, okay, so just tell me what's going on. And he already knew, he just wanted me to say it. And then he started questioning me, and he wasn't bad. I don't think he was incredibly comfortable with it. That's the vibe I got. But he he wasn't angry with me or anything. And I'm incredibly grateful that my parents, both of them, were fine with it. I, not a lot of people have that kind of support. So that was basically the extent to who I had told when I first made that last video. Then this last Monday, one of my friends, she's been pestering me for a long time, saying I'm too private and I need to tell her more stuff about my life. And so we were hanging out since I had an hour between my college class and my high school class, and in between that time, she goes, "Well, tell me your life story." And I was like, "Okay, well, what do you want to know about it? Ask me questions." And so, I mean, I really kind of dodged her on the subject for a while, and finally she goes, "Well, everyone's got a secret." And I was like, "Well, that's fairly true, I guess." And she goes, "So what's yours?" She goes, "You have to answer that too." So I stalled for a while, and I was all right. And she was like, come on, just tell me," over and over again. And I was like, "So I'm not exactly straight." And she just looked at me and goes, "Well, that's not what I was expecting." But I mean, I knew she would be cool with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told her. And she's got openly gay friends, and so I figured she would be the last one to judge me. But that felt like a huge relief, like a weight off my chest, and that's kind of where I stand now. I really I want to wait till after high school to really be open about it, just so I don't have to deal with all that BS. But at the same time, I just kind of like get it over with. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. So that's, I guess, the first up to date of how I am now. So that'll probably be all for this video. It's probably running a little bit long. So see ya.